Hi guys, it's Chrissy with Chrissy's Divine Design Tarot, and today we are doing a reading for Aries. Oh yeah, so let's see what's going on for you today in your current circumstances. Of course, if this is not your story, this could also be what's coming up for you. So let's just see what we have. All right, we have the High Priestess, Empress, and the Eight of Wands. Wow. So your intuition is pretty much telling you that there is something coming your way in a fast state. Now, this might be some type of progress or a breakthrough. Ten of Pentacles. This may have something to do with your legacy that you may be trying to build. Maybe you've started a business. Maybe you have your dream job. This may be something close to what you are building for your best life. All right, Seven of Pentacles, something that is in that steady growth investment outlook. Uh, and that's that long-term outlook that you're looking for. And you may have boundaries or overcome some challenges here against all odds. Let's just see what else we have. Ooh, even with a broken heart, you were starting this off or getting this started. Oh, but there is somebody coming in, even though maybe this is somebody that has broken your heart before. It looks like somebody's in the wings here waiting to give you an offer, or it's taken a long freaking time to get here. And this might be something somebody maybe you worked with, or you're going to go to work to, maybe a purpose or something. Maybe they show up at your work, or they end up coming into your store or your business that you're building. Somehow that you are working, this is when this will happen. Even though this has been a long time coming after this heartbreak, it may have been years since you've maybe seen this person, unless this is a heartbreak from someone else, which could be. You are really stepping into your High Priestess Empress position. This is having that major intuition, that foresight, if you will. There's some mystery that's wrapping around. It's coming in quickly for you that is really going to help overcome some things here. You have your boundaries up because maybe you've had your heart broken before. And it looks like it's not that far off. You could see the ships coming into shore. They maybe haven't reached shore yet, so maybe in 3 months or 3 weeks or 3 days. However you see that. Now they are ones, so it's more likely in days. So let's just see what else we have when it comes to the people in and around you, good, the bad, and the ugly. And then we'll look at what type of personalities you're also looking at. Some personalities are very strong, and some are more demure or calm, cool, and collected, let's say. All right, there's some type of control here. Uh, it might even be a group of people or wanting to take control over something here. We have a good lady here. Is that only one card? No, it is not. Ah, there may be some control for dependency for a good lady. So maybe depending on another person to come in to help doesn't it could be on a relationship, depending on some being able to depend on someone else that's going to deliver. Let's put it that way. Let's see what else. It doesn't have to be that kind of dependency, right? It could be. I mean, let's face it, life is life, and people have their vices of how they cope. But let's just see. Oh, yeah, see, somebody has an occupation here that they may be looking back on, or maybe looking at the skills they learned from this. There may be some sad news about you leaving a place, or maybe, what is this? Oh, maybe you work out of your home. Maybe you received some sad news, or your person did. a great gain. That can't be sad news. I mean, you're both going to have some type of gain here, but this might be about partnership. This might be where this Three of Swords is, especially if you haven't had a broken heart for a while. Maybe you got over it, or maybe it's still lingering. I don't know. You know your situation. So if it's not yours, it could be your person's, your soulmate. Now, it looks like this is a long time coming. Somebody has been waiting for a while. So that would be, to me, 3 to 5 to even more than that years of waiting. I'm not necessarily waiting because you are trying to get your own empire going here. And if it's not you, then maybe you're looking to have that best life. Maybe you're going to change a few things to maybe see how things work out for you. Let's just see what type of personalities. Wow, you have a seductress type of energy, or this is somebody in your energy that is like that. Outlaw. So this could be somebody that is classed as somebody that's married into your family, that everybody kind of is outcasting or doesn't feel they fit into their family. This is somebody that's audacious and brazen and daring. Okay, so you have a couple really strong type of personalities here because you have the seductress who is charismatic and alluring and passionate and sexy and drawing people in away from you. And then you have somebody here that is going to do things that is maybe really brazen or daring. And you may be the mystic here. So you may have a few different um, personalities that you're encountering. Let's see about your person. Oh, they have a sabotager in their midst. Midst? 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 Oh my God. In their energy, let's put it that way. In and around them, they have somebody that's a wise sage. They could be that person. And a lost soul, that could be them as well, or one or the other. And then you have that you're both loners. You don't mind being by yourself. That you're self-sufficient, you reflect, you're quiet, might be lonely, maybe a recluse even, depending on your energy. So, especially if you haven't had somebody come in for you, or maybe you weren't ready for that, and maybe it was by choice. It doesn't have to be that you've been waiting and waiting and waiting. You know, it might have been a choice to get on track with your own life, and love, if it walks into your life, then it's there. If not, then whatever. Uh, you know what I'm saying? So, but you have to kind of be available to people to be able to meet them if you want to end up having a social life. All right. There is tension here that maybe sabotager or the seductress or the outlaw is causing for you. I guess it would be the seductress, the outlaw, or you, the mystic. There's tension that you maybe have been observing, that might be a lot of interference within your relationships or has been in the past. Let's just see here. We have a turning point for your person. So this may be where whatever people are in their energy, maybe actually seeing that sabotager for who they are. They're an opportunistic or stealthy or tactical. Ah, there's a trust thing that they're learning about here. And it's a lot of pressure to trust certain people here that maybe are not trustworthy. But you're both giving access to these people to interfere in this. So let's just see what emotions they may cause you or have that you end up getting because of these people. All right, there may be some hesitation here where you don't go after somebody because somebody else is trying to. You might be really disgusted how they use their feminine wiles or their charm. and there's resistance. You may not like how they push you to do things. Maybe you resist back. Maybe they are always trying to influence you in some way, shape, or form. Let's just see about your person. Oh, there's no worry here. Looks like there maybe should be. If there's a turning point, though, it may be changing things. Yeah, there's doubt here. So, whatever worry they have or that they're not worried, this might be where they're starting to doubt and get worried. And that worry may turn around here for emotions. At this point, they're not letting it get to them. They are kind of doubting something here, though. And this might be their authenticity, ooh, and some guilt. So if they confronted them, this person might tell them about sorry and making your person feel guilty about asking in the first place. Um, I don't know, there's something there. Yeah, there's still acceptance in all of this. What's the lesson that's supposed to be learned here before your person comes in? Because you're never alone, so maybe you need to be by yourself. Maybe this is saying that because spirit's around, your ancestors, angels, and spirit guides are always with you to trust. Oh, to let you trust the process. So believing in spirit, that spirit's going to come through for you, and because it's a lesson in growth. So definitely needing to grow from this experience, learning that people that are close to you aren't always on the same page as you. And what do I mean by that? Okay, well, yeah, they're there. They say they are your friend, but maybe deep down they want you to fail. So, you know what I'm saying? So, are they really there for your highest and greatest good? Not necessarily. So, because you need to release what's holding you back, which this person is starting to wonder, they maybe play a guilt card on your person to make them doubt their emotions or what they're thinking, because everything will change and make sense, and to make your heart feel at home. So when you come in, this person's going to understand what a real friendship may look like. Maybe they've never really had that, and to help you find your purpose. So there may be a work related purpose that you're both meant to do here that they have slowly come to realize as they are showing up for you. So let's just see what doors are going to open. At this point, you need to get out more. Nature. So needing to get out more, you might be thinking about getting out more. Where would you go? What would you do all by yourself? That's how you meet people, is going out and being open to meet people. You have your intuition. You are using your intuition. I feel like with that, the high priestess here, you're really on point, or your person's more on point now, that you're coming in or that they have to come after you. There's something they're meant to do. You may have been really patient, and patient may be what you are learning here as well. Same with your person and dreaming. You may see this person in the dream state and discovery. So there's going to be things that you're going to need to discover before this all happens, before all this takes place. Let's just see about this Three of Wands. Let's go over a couple things. All right, there may be a competition here. Something that was maybe long term, or they're looking for that long term, but they've been hurt. So, or they were put in competition and they may have thought it was a long term outlook, investing in somebody that was, they thought, the right person, even willing to give them some of their pentacles. So, I mean, they may have even tried to help bring those walls down around them, or maybe that's why you're coming in, is instead of helping them put them down, they're putting them up. So what's this great gain? Okay, something is dead and buried here. They're more open to emotional encounters here, and they're hoping that they're going to pick the right one. Now, they haven't met you yet. I feel like once you've learned your lessons here, that will be when you end up learning from this. All right, they may have made plans with this person. Although it's dead and buried, they may have, yeah, how I felt this maybe was their person. That they wanted to explore, they made plans, they had money. Let's see the access. Okay, might be a Capricorn. It could be, what other cards do we have here? Um, this is meant in a negative. Somebody hanging on to your energy, perhaps, or your person's energy here, Aries, where this is maybe a toxic thing that it's like that back and forth and it's kind of harming your growth. So, is this something that um, is not really, you're not growing from this if you keep going back to somebody. The only way you can grow is if you walk away from this toxic situation. It may not be a Capricorn because it's toxic. The devil is Capricorn, yes, and it's about ambition. However, the devil can also mean on the dark side of things, seeing that dark side of somebody, right? It's where people are supposed to be facing those dark sides of themselves, especially if they are in a dark night of the soul. So, facing those desires, facing those jealousy issues, facing those control issues, facing those self sabotaging things, that kind of thing. So it looks like your person is starting to accept some things here. Maybe you are as well. And it looks like there's some truth here and letting go of all these other wands, walking away from these people here because the lessons are coming in. Now, this is seeing a vision or having a vision here about a happy home and that long-term outlook. So let's just see about the discovery here. Okay, so you are working on your pentacles when this shows up. You are working on your legacy, or your person is working on theirs. Maybe you both are. Wow, this may lead to marriage. Wow, suddenly they show up all of a sudden. And you may have to make a decision. So, whether you're ready for this or not, it's coming in. So, let's just see here. Aries, like, what are we looking at? Yeah. What do we have for the namesake that might help you uncover who this might be for you when you meet them? So, they may have an E in their name, heart and soul, core values, your inner truth. We did see the truth here. So believe in what is, trust your gut, change your mind if you have to. Nurture, develop your skills, grow and expand, take special care, and abundant, more than enough. Now, those financial gains, it looks like with this, it looks like maybe some codependency here is over. It may be that the sad news isn't so sad anymore with these gains that are coming in. What else was in there? Yeah, occupation. There was sad news about the occupation, but then there's gains here. So what was this one? House. Okay, maybe it had to do with things weren't going well at work and maybe looking at having to sell their house. And then all of a sudden they have these financial gains. So they're still okay. So whatever was in this is no longer. And it's maybe being emotionally available, more maturity here about the options. So I do like that for you and your person. And venture in process, go on a journey, make a move. So maybe this person ends up selling their house to have where they don't need that much room or are looking to move. So, and if it's not you, it may be your soulmate coming in. So interesting. Aries, you have to make a decision on maybe if you want to move or not, maybe, or about if you want to get into business with this person, or if you're going to say yes or not. it will maybe lead to marriage. And if you're not looking to get married, it may just be a long-term relationship, right? So that happily ever after where you fall in love. So, anyways, Aries, this is what I have for you. So please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already, of course. And if you really do watch the channel a lot and you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'm still trying to get to that 10,000 subscribers. It doesn't cost anything, and it really does help the channel. All right, you guys, take care. Stay blessed, because I know you are, and we will see you next time. Later.